This is ABC 7 News, Chicago's #1 news.
There are plenty of exciting things happening on the land and in the skies over Chicagoland today. Hello, I'm David Aaron. Chicago's air and water shows rocking the lakefront. Thousands have come from all over to enjoy some of the high-flying action and acrobatics. The jets roar, the planes soar, and the boaters and skiers don't fail to entertain on the water. Millions line the shores of Lake Michigan and enjoy the largest free show of its kind in the country. America's military elite take to the sky, including the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds and the U.S. Army Golden Knights parachute team. And of course, they never fail to thrill.
There was nothing but high-flying action as this year's Chicago Air and Water Show gets ready to rock the lakefront. Although the 53rd year of the event doesn't officially begin until Saturday, many of the military and civilian acts practice today, meaning a preview of the thrills to come, minus the crowds and traffic.
I love coming out here because it's not as crowded as the other days will be. And the weather's great today. Who knows what will happen tomorrow?
The $600,000 price tag for the mainstay of Chicago's summer is completely funded by corporate sponsorship dollars and will feature a new private viewing and dining pavilion.
So have your sunblock ready, your bottle handy, and get ready for an exciting ride. There are some new faces at the Brookfield Zoo. Some are funny looking, some are quite handsome, and some have a face only a mother could love. I'm talking about some newborns, of course. A baby aardvark, a bison, or giraffe are among the latest additions to the zoo family. And now comes the big task of giving them proper names and welcoming them to their new home.
That's the way it is for this 40-day-old unusual creature at Brookfield Zoo. It doesn't have a name yet, so the strange-looking South African mammal is being called he, she, or it. Ears like a donkey, tail like a big rodent, and a snout right out of the nearest barnyard. No, it's not an anteater. It's the first aardvark born here at Brookfield in 10 years. It is spending some time here in the zoo hospital and also behind the scenes with its mother, Jessie. Jessie is nocturnal, so the baby is with her during the daylight hours for feeding.
We still don't know if he's a male or a female.
Why can't you find out?
Well, they don't normally have external genitalia, so we can't tell until they are mature. That will take probably at least a year.
So yes, it is an aardvark, not an anteater. It does eat some ants, but it's just a plain old aardvark. Frank Matthey, ABC 7 News.
These babies are all welcomed by their animal family, staff, and fans of the Brookfield Zoo. Chicago continues to be a hotspot for making major motion pictures. Filmmakers love our beautiful skyline and choice of prime locations. The city's great fan base is a huge plus. Big productions like the Transformers have continued to solidify Chicago's reputation, and with a big production comes big stars and plenty of action. Right now, they're causing quite a stir on the streets of Chicago.
Another busy day on the set of Transformers 3, which today was just off Michigan Avenue. Director Michael Bay was making sure everything was just right to shoot a scene with Shia LaBeouf and his movie mom and dad. For several weeks, the movie production itself has been a big draw for fans. Large crowds of spectators have been impressed by elaborate sets showing Chicago in the midst of death and destruction.
We're hoping to catch some recording. We just got down here, so I haven't gotten to see very much yet, but they're excited, so hoping to maybe catch something.
We live a few blocks away, so we've been able to see everything. It's been pretty cool.
The film generated lots of revenue for the city, employing 1,200 Chicagoans, using services of more than 380 businesses, and spending more than $20 million. The film also used local film students as interns. Production is wrapping up next week, and today the producer thanked the city for embracing the movie shoot and taking any inconveniences in stride.
It's going to spread like a virus around Hollywood about.
If you hadn't had a chance to check out Hollywood Magic in the area, you'll have plenty of other opportunities. Go online and discover the next location, and we will continue to report as we follow the crew filming around town. And now we're going to throw it over to our very own Jerry Taft, who's going to tell us about the hot days ahead and whether or not it will interfere with any of your plans.
Thanks, guys. Well, as you can see, we do have a little bit of rain headed in, so even though it's been hot, things are going to cool off a little bit over the next couple of days. And as this system kind of pushes in our direction, you can see Some of the damaging storms will stay to the south, but some rain showers for us. So we have cooler air, a little bit of rain, but then it warms up for the weekend.
Thanks, Jerry. Now on to some Bears news. As running back Matt Forte has finally agreed to a contract extension, Forte and the Bears came to terms on a 4-year deal worth approximately $32 million, with only a few hours to spare before yesterday's 3 p.m. negotiating deadline. The move ensures the star running back will be with his teammates in Bourbonnais for the start of training camp on July 25th. Derrick Rose is still yet to speak publicly since tearing his ACL in their first playoff game. But according to his older brother Reggie, Derrick no longer is wearing a knee brace and is ahead of his recovery schedule. Rose was not initially expected to return from his injury until next January at the earliest. Coming up next, we'll have a few summer attractions for you to sink your teeth into after these messages.
Apt is Chicagoland's #1 destination for electronics and appliances. Choose from TVs and home audio that will entertain your whole family, to small electronics and computers that keep you connected, to home comfort essentials for your living space, and a wide selection of appliances to build your perfect kitchen. From selection to delivery, Apt has everything you need, all under one roof. Apt, pleasing people since 1936.
Welcome back. Warm temperatures means it's time for outdoor activities, summer fashions, and beautiful flowers. That combination is also the theme of this year's Flower and Garden Show. More than 25 gardens on display draw inspiration from the textures and colors found in plants and fabrics. The show also features gardening and seminars and workshops, kids' activities, cooking demonstrations, and a huge marketplace. And the curtain is opening on a new musical performance called Bring It On. It's a musical comedy that's sure to make you want to jump to your feet and do a few flips. Plus, under the big top, there's an exciting performance of Cirque du Soleil. It's a family favorite with contemporary music and dramatic stunts. It's an event that everyone can enjoy. Well, that's all the time we have for now, folks. Tune in at 6 for your latest news updates. Reporting from ABC News, I'm David Aaron. And make sure you take some time to see all the attractions the Chicagoland has to offer. Have a great day.